Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel once again. And for this video I'm going to share one more team in the Mountain Cup, and this team is actually revolving around only one goal, that is to counter Lapras over here, because for the past couple of days Watergun Lapras have become so predominantly strong in this meta because it can do so good against its counters like Lucarios or maybe Escavaliers as well. So it's going to be really tough. So it have been a tough time for me to counter that, but later on I thought of a team which I'll share with you guys now, and the team goes by with a lead of Ferrothorn. So you might be thinking that okay, Lucario and Escavalier is a good counter to it, but it's not, because Lapras might get shield or energy advantage in that scenario, to which I do have a really strong and hard counter to it, which is going to be my own Ferrothorn over here. So Ferrothorn just hard resist everything of Watergun Lapras, which I think is the best response to it. And since I have got a Ferrothorn in the lead, I need to cover those weaknesses of Ferrothorn, of Escavalier and Lucario, and the fire types with two counters in the back. That is going to be my very own Watergun Lapras and my Whiscash over here. So this team gives a really good bulk and coverage throughout this Mountain Cup meta, and that is the thought process that I had while making this team up. So without further more delay, let's quickly jump into the first battle over here. And I pick a lead of Lapras over here right now, to which now the safe swaps into their own Ferrothorn, which is a really tough thing to handle right now. But nevertheless, I think you have already noticed that I'm running Flash Cannon and not Thunder over here, because Flash Cannon does give me a wide amount of coverage for the ice types and for this mirror matchup as well, to which you can see that I will building up to potential extra energy, and now I will be going for the first Flash Cannon over here. So Flash Cannon does is resisted, but it does quite a bit of damage, and they will be actually running Power Whip with Mirror Shot combination. So Mirror Shot is actually a steel type move, but it's not that of a great move, to which I will be going for a Flash Cannon over here and to thread the potential ice types in the Mountain Cup as well, maybe like Frostlass or maybe Razorlee Evermust as well, to which now I can easily safe swap into my own Lapras over here to get ahead on energy, and I have a mirror matchup over here with their own Lapras in this scenario. But since I've got a head start on energy, I will be going for the first Skull Bash over here that do land, and now from this kind of range I can let this next Skull Bash go through, because my defense is boosted. I can handle this up, and now I can easily outspam them to the next Surf once again, because this Surf, though their defense is also boosted, but it's going to do enough damage or maybe get the shield in this scenario to potentially put me in a really good situation right now, because I'll let this next serve go through and I can easily come back with my own Ferrothorn and load up on energy, to which their answer to a Ferrothorn is going to be their own Firefang Mobile, and to which I do have a hard answer to this, which is going to be my bulky Mudboy over here, which Whiscash, and can handle this mobile over here with shield advantage. It's obviously more advantageous over in this scenario. So I'll be going for the next Mud Bomb over here that does draw out the final shield from my opponent's end, but nevertheless they went for the next move. So this might be a power up punch, but I don't want to take a risk, so I will be shielding this up, because yeah, somewhere in the game I have to use my shield. So now I'll be going for the next Mud Bomb that does take out the mobile, and I have enough energy for one Mud Bomb once again, that to which they comes back with the Lapras and concedes the game, giving me the win for it as well. GG's. Moving into the next matchup, I pick up a lead against Whiscash once again. This is a good lead, and to which they safe swapped again into a Ferrothorn. So I'm not sure why actually people are countering my Ferrothorn with a Ferrothorn. Might be that is the hardest answer to them, but I'm happy with that, because I do have a really good counter to Whiscash over here, to which I'll be running Flash Cannon. That is the only sole reason I'll be running Flash Cannon over here. To which now I'll be going for the next Flash Cannon that does quite a bit of damage, but since I am up energy right now, I am in a really commanding situation right over here, and they are running Thunder, and this is the reason I am not running Thunder, because I want to get fair amount of safety measures for this team with the Lapras and maybe the ice types as well. To which now I can easily go for the next Flash Cannon that does take out the mirror Ferrothorn over here, and they again comes back with their own Whiscash. So for Whiscash, I do have a kind of good answer, which is going to be my Water Gun Lapras, and though they are ahead on energy right now, but Water Gun Lapras can easily tank multiple mud bombs over here, maybe 3 or maybe 4 as well. But nevertheless, I'll start spamming this serves as well, and since it's for the CMP tie, I will be shielding this up, and I'll be going for the next going for the next serve onto this mud boy over here. To which I'll be going for the serve, and I do get the first shield from my opponent's end, and this tells that whatever they have in the back is actually going to be weak to a water or a mud user, like ground user. And let's see what it is going to be. So I'll be going for the next serve over here, and if it does get the shield, I'll quickly save swap into my Whiscash, which they lets it go, and the final Pokemon ends up being a Diggersby. So that is the reason they wanted to preserve their own Whiscash over here, because yeah, Diggersby does not have a too much good matchup against this Whiscash, because the Fire Punch is resisted and they have to go for the Nuke of Earthquake. To which I'll be going for the first Blizzard, which lands for massive neutral damage, massive super damage rather. But since Diggersby, it's just going to be Diggersby of its own. It's going to be so bulky that can handle it, and now they can go for multiple Fire Punch. So I will be going for the first the final shield rather, and now I'll be going for the first mud bomb that does guarantees the shield, and I'll be able to reach to the next mud bomb that will do enough damage to take out the Diggersby on my opposing opponent's end and giving me the win for the second battle here as well. GG's. Moving to the third battle, I pick up a good lead and they save swap into their far type. So I will be safe swapping into my Whiscash over here, to which they recognize that it's going to be a hard counter team and just concedes the match over here. GG's. Hopping into the next battle, I pick up a lead against Lapras. So Lapras are everywhere. So I'm not sure if it is going to be dependent on the elo or not, but for me, every 5 out of 5, 3 to 4 teams are having a Lapras lead over here, to which I have to come up with this team that just hard counters the Lapras. Ferrothorn is the best possible answer for that. To which now, yeah, they save swap into their Hippo down, and I'll be going for my Lapras over here, and I can easily reach to the next Calbas just before they can farm me down to their opposing Lapras. That guarantees the first shield from my opponent's end, which is going to be really good for me, because now I can easily come back with my own Whiscash right now. So I was hard hitting their team right away, because they had a Lapras lead and answer to a fire type, answer to a grass, which is going to be a fire type, and I think they have an answer to a mud boy as well, which is going to be the case because they have got their own Abamasno in this scenario, which is going to be really good right away, because I will be going for the CMP type, because they cannot sneak in fast moves over here, because I am running a Bullet Seed and they're running Razor Leaf over here. So it's a 2-turn fast move versus a 3-turn fast move, to which I will be going for the CMP tie every time. But since I am having shield advantage, I have to opt for both the shields right now, which I am happy with, because once this Abamasno is down with this Flash Cannon, I do have a really strong matchup with Lapras over here. So Lapras cannot throw anything that will threaten me from this kind of mid health as well. So I'll be now going for the next Power Whip, which I think does enough damage to take out the Lapras over here and get the win in this scenario once again. So GG's to my opponent, well played. Hopping into the next battle, I pick up a lead against Skarmory. This is a tough lead right now, so this is where I hope I had Thunder, but nevertheless, Skarmory is not that frequent like Lapras, so I have to somehow manage it out. To which I'll be going for the next. I'll be switch out into my next Pokemon, which is going to be my Lapras over here to counter the Skarmory, but to which they have a counter to my own Lapras as well, and that is going to be their own Empoleon. So apart from Ferrothorn, Empoleon does also do really good against this Lapras, but I think Ferrothorn is a better answer than Empoleon, because it's a bit bulky and it's got a wide range of coverage along the meta with Power Whip against this mud boys over here. To which now I will be going for the hard farm down over here onto this Empoleon over here, and I might have to shield once, but they went for one waterfall, to which I'll be going for the next Blizzard onto the incoming Skarmory over here, which will not appreciate it, and I'll be quickly safe swapping again into my own Ferrothorn over here. So I'll be going for the CMBTI once again, which and since I have access to the Flash Cannon, I'll be going for it, which does enough damage to take out the Skarmory, and the final Pokemon is going to be their own Frostlass. So this game might be seems to be winnable right now, but I have to invest both of my shield over here onto the incoming avalanche over here, and I have to catch one. So if I can catch if I can catch the third avalanche onto my very low Whiscash over here, I surely do have the game. So I'll be going for the next shield right away onto the avalanche, and I'll be going for the next Power Whip bait once again. So this is quite bait dependent, because Power Whip is significantly energy efficient right away, and I tried to catch one move onto the Whiscash, but I was just one turn away from getting this switch in, which I could not perform, and my Ferrothorn just gets knocked out with the avalanche, and I don't have enough energy on my Whiscash to get it down, so I have to concede the match right away. So GG's to my opponent, really well played. To which, moving into the next battle, I pick up a lead of Lapras yet again. So I'm just kind of bored, or maybe not bored, it's kind of frustrating, because how people are over exploiting Water Gun Lapras. I have used my Water Gun Lapras as well, which I have also in my team, but still it's going to be frustrating for me, to which I will be coming back with my own Lapras as they switch out into their own Frostlass. So I have to give up one shield onto this next Shadow Ball, but I am quite ahead on energy, and they cannot farm me down from this kind of range with their own Lapras. But nevertheless, they have a counter to Lapras as well, which is going to be their own Lucario, and I'm happy that they came back with their counter right away, because now I can align my own Mudboy over here onto this Lucario in this scenario, and I can let this first move go through, whether it be at Shadow Ball, or in case this is going to be a close combat, I can switch right away, because they will be switching it into the Lapras. I was quite sure on that, so that is the reason I will be quickly switching into my own Lapras my own Ferrothorn once again. And now I'll be going for the next Power Whip. So Power Whip does a heavy super acute damage this time, and I can go for the hard farm right away, because anything this like any move from this Lapras is resisted right now, and I can go for a hard farm. So nothing hits harder right now from other than the Lucario's counters or maybe close combats over here. So I will be going for a farm down, and now I have two Power Whips loaded. One the first one coming in that gets unshielded right away, but since how much damage the resisted Power Whip did, I'm quite sure that they will shield this next move up. And now I'll be quickly switching into my own Whiscash, doing a really good combo play over here with a good energy management, and I'll be going for the next Mud Bomb that does take out the Lucario and gives me the win for the battle here as well. So GG's. Hopping into the final battle over here against once more a Lapras, and now this time they safe swapped into their own Lapras counter, which is going to be their Escavalier. So Escavalier will not appreciate this mud bombs going in, because after the mud shots and the mud bombs, it does get knockout. But if they're going for a Mega Horn, I can survive with a sliver of HP, and I will be going for the next mud bomb, which does put it really low, and I'll be going for the next mud shot over here to get the to get alignment onto my Monsieur as well. And they've comes out with their final Pokemon, which is going to be a Fire Fang Shadow Hippowdon, to which I have got a really good answer, which is my own Water Gun Lapras. But since they have access to Weather Ball, they can counter attack me with that, but I'll not appreciate the first Weather Ball from that kind of range from my Hippowdon onto Lapras. And now they safe swapped again into their own Lapras once again. So Ferrothorn hard countering Lapras with Water Gun and Surf. It resists all of the moves, and I can easily again go for one Power Whips and the hard farm down over here. Because if I get the hard farm down with neutral bullet shields right away, I will be in a commanding situation right now, because I have enough energy to go for back-to-back super effective Power Whips, which will force the opponent to shield this Power Whips and give up their shields right now. So I'll be going for the next one, getting the final shield, and I will quickly safe swapping, quickly switching out into my own Lapras, doing a combo play yet again to get the knockout for this Hippowdon with Surf, and getting the win for the final battle over here. So I'll be pausing this video for a few minutes, and I'll be sharing the thoughts on this team. So Ferrothorn is a really super hard answer to Lapras, and I really liked using this team, because I wanted the Lapras to cry out for this Ferrothorn, and I did that. So this team was really fun for me. So if you guys are using this team, do let me know how you can counter Lapras out with this. And that will be all for this video. See you again in the next one. Till then, peace.